She says she's not interested, but she keeps giving signals, liking things, starting conversations, sending messages out of nowhere. And you start to believe that maybe there's a chance, but there isn't. She isn't confused, she knows exactly what she's doing. And if you don't understand this game, you'll just be another sucker orbiting in her little world. She is not showing interest, this is just her ego speaking louder. Nothing more, nothing less than control. And every time you reply fast, every time you offer attention, every time you provide emotional support, you reinforce the idea that she can have your attention, your support, and care totally for free. It's like giving the benefits of a relationship without requiring commitment. And guess what? No woman values what is too easy. The big lie that men tell themselves is, she just needs time to decide. But no, she knows very well, in just a few moments, if she sees you as a guy that they really want or not. If she rejected you, it wasn't because she was undecided, it was because she chose to. It was a conscious decision. But now comes the most alarming part. Even without wanting you as a man, she wants your presence, your validation, your affection, your time. Because all of this feeds her ego. She treats you like an emotional backup. You are a soft cushion where she rests after playing with the guys she really desires. And if you accept this role, you are signing a certificate of being a fool, which states the following: I accept being ignored as a man in exchange for crumbs of attention. And this is how many men destroy themselves, trapped in a cycle of false hope. The woman rejects, but she stays close. And the guy, without knowing what's happening, thinks he's building something. But you are not building anything, you are just sinking. Every quick reply, every funny message, every compliment is one more brick in the emotional prison that he himself is building. And when, by chance, he starts to pull away, she throws a crumb. Hey, stranger, a comment on some post, a false hope that something will happen. But this is just to pull him back onto the leash. It is a coldly calculated manipulation. She doesn't want to lose control over you, that's all. And while you keep biting these baits, she will never really need to choose you, because she is already getting everything she wants, without paying the minimum possible price. Is this what you want for your life? If not, leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. You were not born to be anyone's plan B. If she really wanted you, she wouldn't be playing this little game. Women don't play around with men they truly desire. Therefore, before trying to conquer her, the first thing you need to do is reconquer yourself. It's stopping acting as if you have no options. It is emotional dependence that makes you treat crumbs as if they were a banquet. It is recovering your dignity. Because when you stop begging for attention, she will realize what she lost. Only when you become scarce will you become valuable. Only when you stop chasing will she have to chase to try to reach you. And if she doesn't chase, great, you're not losing anything. You don't need anyone who doesn't choose you. The mistake that destroys most men is continuing to offer everything to those who have already discarded them. They try to prove value by being nicer, more available, more understanding, as if that would spark desire. But let me tell you, desire is not born from submission. It is born from power, control, and perceived value. And when you behave like a doormat, she walks all over you. The truth is simple: if she rejected you, it wasn't due to lack of time. It was due to lack of interest. However, at the same time, she doesn't want to lose the comfort of your presence. You became her emotional entertainment, the shoulder she uses as a crutch. The famous anti-boredom simp, or anti-tedium simp, using a more literal translation of the slang. If you've read ANTIFRAGILE, which is here in the description link, you know exactly what this is. She goes out to live experiences with other guys she really desires and who, by the way, don't give a damn about her. And, in the end, she comes back to suck up your attention, your emotional comfort, so she doesn't feel lonely. It's as if you went to an all-you-can-eat restaurant just to pay the bill and nothing else. And there is nothing more humiliating than that. She knows that you are still there, that if she sends a hi, you'll reply in seconds. And if she gives any compliment, you'll smile as if you were a dog that just got a biscuit. She feels too secure. And, in this context, security destroys attraction. Women only respect men who can lose them. And you will never be respected as long as she feels she can never lose you. Therefore, the game changes the instant you disappear. The moment you stop liking her photos, stop replying fast, stop being available as if you were an emotional employee on call, this causes her to enter a silent panic. Because, for the first time, you show that you don't depend on her. And men who don't depend, who don't seek attention and validation, are dangerous. Dangerous because they are free. And freedom attracts. You need to do what no man has the courage to do: become scarce. Stop initiating conversations. Stop looking for explanations. Stop trying to project the image of the nice guy. She doesn't need your explanations. She needs to feel your strength. She needs to feel your absence. Because only when you disappear from her life does she start to wonder where you are and who you're with. And you should do this not to play games, but because you decided to live your life and self-preserve. You are not trying to manipulate her. You are removing yourself from the all-you-can-eat rotation. When you disappear, she feels the emptiness. When you focus on yourself, she loses control over you. And when she loses control, you are the one in command. And here enters the most powerful weapon a man can use: indifference. Women are attracted to men who are sure of themselves. When you act as if you don't need her, something inside her short circuits. Because, suddenly, she stops being the center of your world and has to compete with it. And nothing ignites female desire more than realizing that she is no longer the priority. So, the next time she appears out of nowhere, don't reply fast. Go live your life. Do your things. Let the hours pass. And then, reply normally, politely, and without looking like a puppy that was waiting all afternoon for its owner to arrive. Reply without emojis, without stickers. Reply normally. Let her feel the weight of your silence. If she really wants you, she will prove it. If not, she will disappear, and life goes on. Either way, you win because you finally stopped begging to be chosen and started acting like someone who has already chosen. Now comes the most important point. She realizes she lost control over you. Suddenly, the man who was always available disappeared. She doesn't understand why, and this corrodes her. So, she starts casting baits. Hey, stranger, a comment on one of your posts, a vague message like, I missed you, what are you doing? Quote. Don't be fooled. These are just tests, not longing. She wants to know if she still has dominion over you. She wants to confirm if all she has to do is snap her fingers to bring you back onto the leash. And it is precisely here that most men fail, because they confuse crumbs of attention with real interest and come running back, nullifying all the progress they made. And of course, you will not make this mistake. When she tries to reapproach, treat every move as suspicious until proven otherwise. Don't hand your value back on a silver platter. If she sends you a hi, don't reply immediately. Let the hours pass. Go do your things. And when you can, reply coldly, briefly, and casually. And if she asks why you are different, that's the golden moment. Most men give themselves away at this point in the conversation. They say, I thought you weren't interested anymore. I was waiting for you to talk to me. If you do this, you will only show that you were still in her orbit, just waiting for a sign, like a needy satellite. Your answer must be firm and indifferent. I was busy with my projects, that's all. No excuses, no justifications. You don't owe explanations. Because a man of value doesn't explain his absence. He makes it clear that his life doesn't revolve around anyone. And that is exactly what gives her a reality shock. She will realize that she is no longer the center of your universe. From this point on, the game is reversed. You no longer chase her. It is she who must prove to you that she deserves to be by your side. It is she who needs to show consistency, invest time, respect your boundaries, and make an effort to see you. If she continues with lukewarm attitudes, you disappear and move on with your life. No drama, no excuses, no final conversation. Or do you want to be the guy who only receives so-so, who only receives half of things? You get what you tolerate. If you only accept crumbs, middle ground, and disrespect, that is the mental pattern that will be installed in your brain. And you will be conditioned to always seek that pattern. And the worst part, once you accept middle ground in one area of your life, the others start adapting to that pattern. You start a mediocre relationship, then your car is mediocre, your salary is mediocre. Your whole life starts to be at that level. Is this what you want? To be mediocre in everything? Then, don't accept anything by half. You are not an emotional tug of war for indecisive women. You are a man who knows his own worth. And men like that don't negotiate with crumbs. She had her chance and she wasted it. Now that the game is reversed, you need to understand the last rule. Never go back to being the man she manipulated. Many guys manage to step away and spark her interest. Then, they ruin everything by giving in at the first sign of attraction. They go back to replying fast. They go back to prioritizing her life. They go back to revolving around her. They go back to revolving around someone who has already discarded them. And thus, they hand all the power back into her hands. That's why your focus is not her, it's you. Your progress cannot depend on a woman's behavior. Your evolution must be constant, whether she is in your life or not. You must continue building your physique, your career, your social presence. You must continue meeting other women, expanding your options, strengthening your self-confidence. Create value. And the man who lives in abundance never kneels for attention. You need to live as if she never existed, because she needs to find you on another level, unreachable, surrounded by new possibilities. And if she still decides to try to win you back, it will be on your terms. She will have to invest, respect your boundaries, and make an effort to earn a spot in your schedule. And if she fails, you close the door of your life on her definitively. No explanations, no grudges, no scene. Just close the door, and life goes on. Because a man of value doesn't beg for love. They select who deserves to be part of the empire they are building. And this is the lesson. When you stop hiding from those who don't hide from you and start hiding yourself every day. When you understand that respect comes before desire. And that too much presence, without reciprocity, loses value. When you stop receiving emotional crumbs thinking it's a banquet of affection. What was once rejection becomes irrelevance. What was once pain turns into fuel. Because the true power of a man is not in conquering a woman. It is in not needing her to feel complete. When you reach this state, something changes forever. The women who previously ignored you start fighting for your attention. And you simply don't care anymore. Because now you don't want someone who shows up when they want to. You want someone who offers reciprocity and who doesn't play games. And only that type of woman is worth your time. Leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Until the next video. Forward, warriors.